Hey everybody. So today I'm going to talk about something that happened my first year where it was I gained 70 pounds. So between January when I got sober in 2013 to December of that year, I quite literally put on 70 pounds. I was eating throughout the day. I've shared that I had a gastric bypass, a Roux-en-Y, when I was 400 pounds when I was in my early 20s. Thankfully, I didn't break my stomach, when it comes to stretching it out, but eating sugar throughout the day where I would make a pan of brownies and I would continuously do drive-bys, or I'd buy a box of Entenmann's donuts, the chocolate ones that are dipped and it's like the white vanilla inside cake. And I would eat the box of brownies throughout the day. But overall, even though it was super challenging, having been morbidly obese and seeing myself gain weight, gaining weight didn't scare me as much as going back out. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat the sugar because it gives you a dopamine hit, which is pretty funny because a lot of AA meetings you go to, you'll find cookies and brownies and fruit snacks, and we still eat lots of sugar. In fact, I've heard before that if you're walking around, keep a couple pieces of chocolate in your pocket if you're newly sober. And so by giving me that dopamine hit, it would back me off the cliff of the very intense, feelings that I was having my first year. I felt like I had no skin on. These days I've lost the weight, thankfully, but in 2017, I ended up having, it wasn't a major abdominal surgery, but it was on my stomach. And I had to eat soft foods for 2 weeks and a lot of liquids. And it allowed me to get off sugar, where that compulsion and obsession, I'm addicted to sugar much like I was addicted to drug and alcohol. Again, food is my first addiction, and sugar was like my number one go-to, where these days I don't eat sugar. I've had to give it up entirely, or I will just continuously gain weight. I eat grapes that has natural sugar in it. I'll sometimes do a swig of orange juice, and I will be in my kitchen and I'm like, I need some sugar. So those are the things I go to these days. And again, if you're gaining weight, some people lose weight. They stop drinking beer and they lose weight. That was not my story. I would have loved to have that be my story, but it wasn't. So if you're there too, completely understand. If you're addicted to sugar, completely understand that as well, because me too. I just had to give it up since I got sober because I'm incapable of stopping myself. I have no quit when it comes to sugar. So thanks for listening.